Greetings, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday New Immune 365 Healthy by Choice lecture series, complimentary lecture series by Professor D Dubounet, Rita Neminore, and myself, Jane McKenzie. And we are honored to have you all present with us this evening. And we have a beautiful video that Desi wants to share with us. And the title is, True Forgiveness. And the scientific theory behind it, what she's looked at insofar as validation, verification is concerned on the quantum devices for all the therapists who are joining us. And so we're really on for a spoil. It's quite a long video, and I really can't do justice to her introduction. So I assume she's coming in, but what I think we should do is start with the video, and I will also put it in the chat so that you have it as well. Right, so that is the link for the forgiveness video, which I'm about to play. And then I'm sure she'll come in and speak to us a little bit later. And we've got some good things in store for afterwards as well. So do wait for that. Hey, where's the video gone? Oh, there.
There is a very great healing power of forgiveness. It can stimulate healing in the body. Now, our first reaction to hurt is anger, hatred, and then retaliation. Retaliation is our second reaction, trying to get back justice. But as time goes by, that anger destroys us. And we need to recognize, to get over that initial reaction, the second reaction, and to get to the power of forgiveness. We need to recognize, so we start to see the true healing power of forgiveness.
Do you know what that means? To forgive? It's a decision we make to release a person from the feelings of anger we have at them.
No. That is aha. That's an aha. I always love those moments on the Oprah show when somebody said something that made us look at life in a completely new way.
One of the basic truths of humanity is there are bad people in the world. There are evil people. There are criminals. And there are monsters. There are people who don't think about others, think only of themselves, selfish people. And they can hurt you. And also, into each life, some rain will fall. Shit happens, you might say. You see, because everybody has some suffering. There's going to be hurts that are going to happen to you. And when you get these hurts, you need to find the healing power of forgiveness, the true deep power of forgiveness, to let go of the past. Let go of the past. Don't worry about those people who hurt you. In your own heart, get rid of the negativity, but also recognize that sometimes, as I dealt with my patients, I found that so many of my patients could not forgive God. They couldn't forgive karma. They had to recognize that these things happen, and they have to forgive God. You have to learn to forgive God, and you have to learn the deep quality of forgiveness and what it can do to your health.
You mentioned that the secret to really finding true happiness is forgiveness. What do you mean by that?
It really means letting go of the past. It really means letting go of our perception that we need to hold a grievance the rest of our lives, that if we really want to hold on to grievances, we'll never really be happy. It's really a willingness to see the person in the light of love rather than in the action that happened. So it's really changing the perception, and it really means letting go of the past that we thought we wanted. You know, we can't really change that past, so it means really releasing the negative perception of it and coming back to the present.
That was a transcendent moment for me, bigger even than an aha. He said,
You will only begin to heal when you let go of those past hurts. Forgive those who have wronged you, and learn to forgive yourself and forgive God for your own mistakes. Your responsibility. Recognize that those people are gone. They'll deal with their own karma.
Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be
any different. I think for myself, and I know many of you, you think forgiving means accepting what has happened to you. Well, it is accepting that it has happened to you. Not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened, and now what do I do about it? Forgiving is giving up the hope, not holding on, hoping, wishing that it could have been any other way than it actually was. Giving up the hope that the past could be any different. And when I got that, I think it took me to the next level of being a better person, because I don't hold grudges for anything or any situation, and neither should you. It's letting go so that the past does not hold you prisoner, does not hold you hostage.
Yes, one of the first steps is to understand that forgiveness does not exonerate the perpetrator. Forgiveness liberates the victim, it liberates you. It's a gift you give yourself. Forgiveness helps to take the negativity and the anger out of your heart and helps activate your healing energy. The gift of forgiveness that you give to yourself. This is very important as we go through life to understand people hurt us. Sometimes our own family people hurt us. Sometimes people hurt us terribly. They don't quite understand. And sometimes it's out of their own pain that they do this. But you have to recognize that there are people, and there are bad people, who will hate and ignore and hurt. You need to be able to get over this and recognize that's their problem, that's their own pain and anger. For you to then be able to grow, touch your heart and grow and become better. When people hurt you, do what you can. The anger is there. React. Let it happen. You can retaliate. Then as time goes by, you need to let go. You need to let go of the hurts. You need to move forward. Karma will deal with their pain. They say to hate the sin, love the sinner. But I'll tell you, tolerate the sinner. You don't have to love the sinner. Hate the sin. Tolerate the sinner. Think about it. They say, I've loved the sinner and hate the sin. Yeah, I got a better one for you. Ignore the sinner. Just ignore him. He's a nobody. He's nobody to you. Don't trust him. He's a no one to you. Just don't have any dealings with people who are going to hurt you. Forgive them for those hurts. Forgive them. But then you don't have to be involved with them anymore. Walk away. He'll give you power for you to forgive. And you sometimes have to forgive your family members and yourself and God and society and the government. You have to work for justice, still tell the truth. Forgiving somebody doesn't mean that you don't testify against them. Forgiving them means that you have released the anger. You have released the negativity. You can release the negativity. You can release, no matter what happened, extreme hatred, pain, consequences. Once you're over the initial anger and the retaliation, you've done what you can. As time goes by, forgive. Forgive. Let go of the pain. Don't trust those people again. You learn to trust others. Learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust God. When the pain comes, forgive. Forgive the past. Let go of the negativity. It's for you. You let go of the negativity. Their karma will make them deal with it. That's their problem. When you forgive, you're releasing that negativity. Release the negativity. It will help you to grow. Pray for them. When deep injury is done to us, we never recover until we forgive. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge your future. Forgive. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The anger is an initial reaction stage that you have to defend yourself. The retaliation, that initial phase, but then later you have to choose to forgive and let go of those past hurts. You're no longer in that life-threatening situation. Let go. Forgive. But remember, don't forget, people have hurt you will face their own karma and they will pay.
Forgive your parents. Forgive any relationship that you ever had that didn't work out. Forgive everyone else in your life that has ever hurt you in any way. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself.
I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just want you to understand.
When you feel that you are stuck in some situation, or when your affirmations are not working, it usually means there is some more forgiving to be done.
I forgive you.
Forgiveness is a tricky and confusing concept for many people. There is a difference between forgiveness and acceptance.
Holding a grudge, holding that negativity, doesn't make you strong. It makes you bitter. It makes you sick. Forgiving doesn't make you weak. It sets you free, and it makes you strong as well.
Forgiveness of yourself and of others will release you from the prison of the past.
I just want to tell you I forgive you. I forgive you for trying to take Brian away. I forgive you for trying to destroy my family.
Thoughts of bitterness cannot create joy. No matter how justified you feel you are, no matter what they did, if you insist on holding on to the past, then you will never be free.
Nobody gets away with anything. Everything bears consequences.
What he did
was horrible. I'm not asking you to excuse what he did. I'm asking you to trust me, to do what's right.
Forgiving someone does not mean that you condone their behavior. It really has nothing to do with the other person. The reality of true forgiveness lies in setting ourselves free from holding on to the pain.
Forgiveness doesn't establish a relationship. It's just about letting go of his throat. Mac, the pain inside is devouring you, robbing you of joy and crippling your capacity to love.
When you blame another, you give your own power away, because you are placing the responsibility for your feelings on someone else.
Just say it out loud.
When you do not flow freely with life in the present moment, it usually means you are holding on to a past moment. Only in the present moment can you create your future.
Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal and trying to throw it at somebody else who hurt you. You're the one that gets burned. Let go of the anger. Set yourself free.
People in our lives may behave in ways that trigger uncomfortable responses in us. However, they did not get into our minds and create the buttons that have been pushed.
Holding on to anger, holding on to hatred, holding on to that negativity. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work that way.
Taking responsibility for our own feelings and reactions is mastering our ability to respond. In other words, we learn to consciously choose rather than simply react.
In your prayers, remember your Father knows what your needs are before you ask Him.
Holding on to that anger, holding on to that grudge, holding on to that negativity can cause cancer, can aggravate cancer. You must let go of that anger, let go of that negativity to set yourself free.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Healing power of forgiveness. Should we forgive 7 times? Just 7 times?
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
How oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Yes, forgiveness 7 times 70. Every day for a week, 70 times, write down, I forgive. I forgive myself, I forgive my parents, I forgive society, I forgive God. Write this down, and it will cleanse your heart of the anger and restore healing energy to you. You do this for you, to set yourself free and to increase your own healing power.
Who, Ma? Huh? To you?
I don't love you. I don't even like you. And it was stupid to think that you could change.
I love you, Sharon.
I should have told you this so long ago, son. Can you forgive me?
I mean, you ain't gotta love me. Lord knows I did not have love for you when you needed it. I know that. So you ain't gotta love me. But you gonna know that I love you.
It's strange, but sometimes
I'm the one who was supposed to make everything okay for everybody.
it's hardest of all to forgive someone we love.
It just didn't work out like that.
There was always something you can do with the mad that you feel.
Life is a gift. We must celebrate it. We have to dance to show God we are grateful to be alive.
Would you do something with me, Lloyd? It's an exercise I like to do sometimes. We'll just take a minute and think about all the people who loved us into being.
Thank you. My mother.
My mom. She died when I was young.
Do you ever think about her?
I'm sure that if she saw you today, the person you have become, she would be proud of you.
Do you think about your friend?
Look, just
all the time.
Just don't go back inside. All right? You stay right here. Okay?
Son, you need to stop focusing on the darkness behind you.
Kid, just look out for yourself.
You have a good rest of your life, kid.
Someday you'll meet someone special.
I saw things, though, Scully.
Love is the strongest thing in the world.
I saw deep and unconditional love.
Do you think I'm a bad person, Mr. Cousteau?
I don't know if it'll mean much to you. People make mistakes. But you did your best.
I think you are deeply human.
You know, everyone feels like this is a little bit and they're just not talking about it. Well, I am completely fucking alone. I'm sorry. It is not fucking.
They gave us the strength that we needed, and the others draw strength from us. We change each other. We help each other. We make each other better.
You're really lucky, you know. You didn't have to wait your whole life to do something special.
Remember, there are bad people, and life can hurt you. And your initial reaction is anger, defense. Your second reaction is justice, retaliation. But as time goes by, you must learn to forgive. Get rid of the negativity in your own heart. Let go of the past and forgive, and then you will find true healing.
Hello?
Greetings, Professor Desiree Dubounet, and I just want to take this opportunity to wish you a very happy birthday for Saturday, and you were warmly supplied with birthday wishes, which I really trust you did get, and I hope you had a magnificent weekend.
I had a good time. Can you hear me? It's very hot today, and I have the air conditioner on. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, yeah, last week, all of a sudden, the power went out in my little town. You know? I couldn't get all of a sudden, electricity went off. We had to use candles.
Gosh.
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, we're all here.
Okay, great. Yeah, forgiveness is a very powerful thing. I threw together this little montage to get across the point. Because if you're going to be alive, people are going to hurt you. Life is going to hurt you. That's just the nature of life. The Buddha says everybody suffers, and everybody has suffering. It's just going to happen. That's called life. Whether it's you can't find food, whether you get hurt from the parents, whether you misinterpret something, things are going to happen. There's going to be rainy days. And the bottom line is there are evil people in the world. There are monsters. We have to recognize this. And we can get hurt. We have to live a life where we are aware that there are bad people out there. We have to learn how to detect them and get away from them. We have to learn how to protect ourselves. When somebody hurts us, there's an anger state that happens. We want to hit back. We want to protect ourselves. We have to learn how to protect ourselves. But we don't want to become the same person. If you do the same thing, then you are the same person. If somebody comes into your house and shits on your carpet, Pardon my French. If you go to their house and shit on their carpet, you're the same person. You're the exact same person.
Right.
You're doing the same thing. You can't get mad at people if you're the same. So if you're going to retaliate, other than just protect yourself, if you're going to do the same harm back, then you're the same person and you're hating yourself. So we have to recognize there is a thing called justice. We have to look for justice. But then if we're going to carry negativity, if we're going to carry that negative anger, that grudge, if we're carrying this negative energy in our heart, it's going to weaken our immune system. It's going to cause cancer. It's going to create arthritis. It's going to create many different problems. So we have to be able to free ourselves from this, and that's what the purpose of forgiveness is. Forgiveness is something is a gift we give ourselves. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. It does not mean that you don't testify about the other person. It does not mean that you trust the other person. It does not mean that you accept the other person. It simply means that you start accepting yourself and that you start to release the negativity, which increases the positive energy and dramatically increases the ability for your body to heal itself. This is very important for people to learn how to do this.
I think those patterns, the repeated patterns, are the cornerstone of this, because we can't also view these things as having made mistakes. I think they're learning points, and it's a question of looking at the other side of the coin and saying, wow, how have I changed? How have I benefited from that incident? How has it made me a better person, a stronger person, a more vibrant person? And not view it as a mistake. It's part of our steps of initiation in our life to take us to greater heights.
No baby learns to walk without falling down. We will fall down. We will make mistakes, and that's oftentimes the best learning opportunity.
Yes.
We learn that when we make mistakes like this is our chance to learn, to grow. And that's what school is all about: repetition, learning. So many people get caught into anger and revenge, and then they become exactly the same person.
Instead of being quiet and going within and saying, all right, what's the learning point? What's the message here? What's the big gift? I just find when I do that with my clients, that anger dissipates, the negativity dissipates. They literally have a huge breath in and a huge breath out, sometimes many breaths in and breaths out, but the whole room relaxes and they start seeing things in perspective.
I know. It's a lot of my patients, I'll be dealing with them, and they'll have one of their family members that say hurt them or something, and snub them. So then they want to snub back. And I say to them, that means you're the same person. Oh no, they did it first. Now I know whether you did it first, second, third, fourth, or fifth, doesn't matter. You have the same behavior. Just because somebody else, came in and and shit on your carpet, if you go do the same thing back, then you're the same person, and you're angry because you're exactly the same person. You have the same behaviors. So
look, it's very, very funny when you say it that way, but I think each one of us can actually remember an incident when we did that. Let's get even.
I want to make it funny, but I also want to make it extreme. That's why I said I use the S word, because then because and then I'll say, well, when the person didn't buy you a Christmas present, you were hurt. So when you didn't buy them a Christmas present, you're the same person. Oh no, I'm not. They did it first. No, that doesn't matter. You did the same behavior. And I look at their face when they start to try to understand. Oh my God. And it isn't very often that they get to that aha moment, as Oprah taught us right here. You know, that aha, oh really? But well. So forgiveness is a big thing.
Desi, it's a very big thing. And I mean, a case in point this week also, there was a lady that was holding onto a really large kidney stone. And she came to my center, and she had about 15 bottles of top of the range decalcification products. She put them all down and she said to me, I've done this for 2 months. I still have the stone. I can feel it. I know it's there. So we put her on, and in the usual way, opened into the universe with our device and the software. And we talked and we talked, and we went in all, winding pathways. I knew it had to be emotional, because if you've tried every physical product and it's not happening, there's going to be an emotional. She was holding on to something, that stone. And then when we cracked it, she had this huge breath in and out. And she said, Jane, it's shifted. So that's a great example.
Yep. So on a different topic, I wanted to share this with the people. There's a whole idea. What's going on with this vaccination? What's really going on with this vaccination? Is there something? Here we go. Okay.
Turn your mic up or get a bit closer to your mic, Desi. Your voice is going into the distance. Please.
It's so hot today that I have to run 2 air conditioners in my room. It's 35 right now, and it's very, very hot. So anyway, can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah, that's really good. Look, I think if we can talk about this, I think it's great, because lots of us are experiencing realities about this. So go ahead.
Well, so I'm doing the webinar. Bye. Rita was calling me. Okay.
What have you just put on the chat show there, Desi?
Okay, so some people ask me, what about this vaccination, magnetic this or this? And so basically I studied it. I studied the size, I studied the structure, I studied the compounds. I looked at both sides of the coin, and I can't really say that there is not some type of magnetic or electrostatic effect that is happening with this vaccination that might be used to trigger people's mind states or whatever. I cannot say that is not possible. I studied the spike proteins, the exchange rates, and I looked at this and I said, I cannot prove that there is no danger here. It is indeed possible. I can't say that there is danger. I don't have any proof that there is. So what I did, based on the size, based on the ideas of what they were saying, these quote nanoparticles, I put together a electroceutical that I just published here that would turn off the vaccine, anything that was electromagnetic or electrostatic in the vaccination.
Wow.
So I think that if they were to watch, if you got the vaccination and you were concerned about this, it's a very long tape. But as you listen to this, the sound is structured to have the effect on your body to turn off that vaccination.
Wow, and wow again. Thank you.
So I can't say that there is, but based on the size of these particles and the structure and what they would be electromagnetic and electrostatically, I made a sound electroceutical, and then inside our machine there will be an electric pharmaceutical that will go with it. What you're seeing here, this is an electropharmaceutical that is sound, but that sound is capable of triggering vibrations in the body at a certain size that would help to turn off anything that was being triggered inside your vaccination. So I just thought that you might want to try that, and it's a dark screen, so you can play it at night, and it's not a loud thing. You don't have to play it loud. You can play it very softly. If people need to experiment, tell me what they feel.
Look, I think this is amazing because even in our practices, even if I go and do some public work or whatever, people are walking past us who've had the injection. People are coming into our practices, although I don't encourage it, who've had the injection. But if you're playing it while they're there, what you're saying is we're going to be switching it off and warding it off out of our own energy field, right?
Exactly. That's what this is for.
Phenomenal.
So this is a sound vibration that will generate an electrostatic vibration inside the people that are present to the sound. Okay.
And so if you're not, it doesn't do anything.
Exactly. Well, it will sound just like background music. It has a musical quality. It's very sensitive, and but I had to put all different types of things in it. So most people like it, but you could play it in the background, and if somebody came in who had vaccination, it would help to neutralize any of those effects. I can't prove that there are effects, but what we've seen is we've seen this evil ultra-rich generate this vaccination thing and literally just almost make everybody in the world get it.
Make everybody what, sorry?
They're making everybody take the vaccination.
Trying to. There's 10% of us who are going to be on another plane. We're in a new dimension.
If you're not going to take it, you're probably not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to go places, do certain things.
It can also shift the other way. British Airways now are not letting the pilots fly who have had the injection. So, let's wait and see. But the point is that we can't get stuck in that downward spiral we have to spiral out in a much higher vibration. And things that you give us are just incredible. This is just like really, really gold. With all the chaos going on, and doing something like this is way better than watching all the latest up to the minute poisons and toxins and things that are supposedly getting done to us. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got to elevate ourselves out of that. Like the video said about if you're in the present moment, that's when you can create your future. And that's what I liked about you said also, it depends how free-flowing you are right now.
Exactly. If you can get into the now and forget about the past and the future. Now, I don't mean to say forget. I think that what you need to do is everybody needs to spend some time during the day reflecting on your past and some time during the day anticipating and crafting your future.
Yeah.
So I think that we need to spend approximately somewhere between 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day thinking about our past. That's a whole day. And 30, 60 minutes thinking about the future. Then the rest of the time we want to be in the now.
Yeah.
Immersed into the now. If you are completely immersed in the now, you will not set up a future. The Buddhist monks are completely immersed in the now, and they just don't. They just go through their day and they don't really think about what's going on in the future. But that's their way of life. But that's not our way of life, because we all want to craft out a future for ourselves and for the planet. But if we start thinking 4 or 5 hours a day about our future, then we're taking ourselves so far out of the now that our bodies can't really deal with things. So what we need to do is be able to limit our time. And I say give quality time thinking about the past and give quality time thinking about the future. And quality time usually means about an hour. If I'm having an interaction with somebody, the quality time is about an hour. After that, then things start to get a little, so we do this hour webinar, and that's the quality time. We get our minds. If we did a 6-hour webinar, somewhere around the second or third hour, we start to get, our thoughts aren't so precise. So get quality time thinking about your past, quality time thinking about your future. And when you talk to yourself with respect. Finish your sentences when you talk to yourself. Don't cut yourself off. Follow thoughts through, think them through, and if they're bad, then say, okay, then go to a different one. But have respect and think, and give yourself quality thought time, not quantity.
Yeah.
Making your best decisions with quality thought time, not with not by doing quantity.
I think it's something that you put in your diary, and you know that hour a day is your time to do this, and possibly at the same time releasing from the past things that are not going to be coming into the future with you, that you've done that not serving you anymore, exactly what your videos taught us, and then contemplating with the future, what is coming with you, what changed behavior is going to be present with you in the future.
And inside that video we just watched of forgiveness, there's an electroceutical in there that will help people forgive. That has electroceutical vibrations of forgiveness hidden beneath it. So if you have somebody who can't forgive, tell them to watch the video a time or two.
Definitely. I actually felt it, and I think many people felt it, because there's some comments here about that too. There's no doubt.
And here's another video that Protect the Planet Earth.
Yes, that's a great one.
Here's the one for the planet, that Protect the Planet Earth. And I'm collecting, I've been making a whole bunch of new videos for repelling mosquitoes and and getting rid of worms in the body and all different types of things. I'm going to be cataloging the electroceuticals into a book for you very soon.
Nice. And Daisy, you've got that one that repairs the human genome, the human genetic code. Hey.
Rita's here.
Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Hello, Jane.
Oh, about the genome?
You got the electroceutical that repairs the actual sequencing, the human genome. I think you have one on that, don't you?
Yeah, you want me? I have a new one. Very powerful.
Please, may we have it?
And this one is for the human genome, and it also works against the magnetoparticle. So this one does both.
The one that you gave us earlier does both, eh?
No, this new one that I made.
There's another one coming.
Yeah, this one is for the chromosomes, and also it affects the nanoparticles.
Well, I don't know, guys. I think this is just one of our most gratitudeful days, because we have now got the tools. Daisy, thank you. I mean, this is amazing. You're giving us birthday presents.
Well, that's the way it works.
It's true, eh? I'm just highlighting them, and I've posted them on our group. So those of you who are not seeing them, you can copy them off easily. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I'm saying, because this is totally impressive. Absolutely impressive. So guys, what I'm saying is step up to the plate now. We need to be that 10% or more, hopefully, that are moving into the future, that are leaving in the dust all this nonsense, and creating our own momentum, our own future, our own space, individually and then collectively, and transforming this whole infinity galaxy space. And we have Daisy with us. I mean,
thank you. This next one, we talked about getting rid of spirits that
Yeah.
might be possession. So I made one that's designed to get rid of spirits in your house, get rid of spirits in your body, but especially ones that might be cancer causing.
Wow.
So you can play this overnight. It's a very heavy duty
Sure, but I
protection.
keep hitching it.
I just sent it on the chat.
Yeah, I got it there. Thanks.
And it is designed to get spirits that might be causing degeneration, cancer, negativity, and it's designed to, there's all different types. All of my electroceuticals have prayers embedded in them. So as you play them, there are millions and millions of prayers being played, through the system. And, so this is helping to order different spirits out of the body. If you want to try to get a bit closer.
It's just truly amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the video is just simply, look, you're really taking things to the next level, Desi, that's for sure. And each week we meet, we go to the next level.
That's what I try to do.
I believe that also the power of forgiveness can be very helpful, and forgiveness, being grateful, these two energies can shift all kinds of circumstances and situations, human relationships, and they can actually really enhance our goals and our everyday lives and networking with other people. We are going to work on a lot more powerful forgiveness and a spiritual healing panel with Desiree, like manifesting love, manifesting connection, manifesting success in family, in the work, in the networking areas of our life.
I'm putting so many new videos into the software, so that the whole software will be different in the next couple of months, that will be embracing and showing all these different electroceuticals and giving you a chance to prescribe them for your patients.
And send them on and get them, spread more widely.
Desiree has a very powerful exercise, what I can highly recommend to all of you or anybody to try it out. Like every day, writing down 70 times, I forgive myself and I forgive to all those who have hurt me, and I let everything go. And for 7 days, 70 times, to write this down, that will manifest into our unconscious and into our souls, and it will create a very interesting energy what can release anger, release pain, and open us up to the new situations and to the new life that we want.
I can't take too much credit for that, because that was Jesus who came up with that idea. As we saw in the video, somebody said to Jesus, how many times should I forgive someone? 7 times, 70? And Jesus said, no, 7 times 70. And if you really do that, that becomes like a mantra, 470 times. And it's something magic happens after about the 3rd or 4th day. Well, all of a sudden, oh my God, they start to forgive.
The reason of that is this exercise and the intensity and the numbers, because it is one thing that we are able to forgive on a verbal level. It is more effective if we are able to feel that in our soul, in our mind, in our heart, because I think that we are all having the feeling sometimes that we are aware of something or we feel something, but the feeling of forgiveness and our perception comes from a lot deeper space than we think. And this exercise, writing it down, can actually deepen our feelings and our attitude towards forgiving.
And I'm thinking, while you're speaking, something that's quite appropriate to add here is the Ho'oponopono mantra, which is I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm going to post a link on that as well on our group.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we're creating a whole new medicine here, but it's really hot, so I'm going to sign off if there's no questions.
I think all we need to do now is go and put some of these beautiful electroceutical gifts that we have onto our laptops or phones or wherever, and just enjoy and indulge. And honestly, Desi, thanks again for these amazing, amazing gifts. Thank you for everything that you do, and wishing you the most amazing year ahead, and really that you realize your dreams. And we're here to support you on every level.
And just one more thing, I will share with you the details. We created a group for quantum peace and love and healing. And on Friday, 9 o'clock, 12 minutes, Europe time, anybody and everybody who has an adductor or skio or any quantum device, we would like you to turn on the prayer wheel and run it for 10 minutes to help Desiree to succeed and also to help humanity.
You should.
I will share the details to you.
Give it to me, and then we can put it up. Thank you.
I think that if we turn on all the quantum devices and we invite more and more people, we can make a change into the world.
And I'm just seeing Vanessa's comment there, and Vanessa is an educator. She's the principal of a school. And there are 50 staff members, and tomorrow 21 of them are going for the injection. So Vanessa, you've got some beautiful music to play. There are children that are possibly through parental guidance or misguidance gone and got the injection as well, and you can now bellow these electroceuticals through your classrooms. And my heart goes out to you in your school. It's going to be amazing.
Well, I have one more gift for you folks.
Wow.
This is something. Long ago, when we were making a lot of money, I shot a movie. It's the Book of Revelations from the Bible.
Wow.
I believe that seriously that I am one of the angels, and I believe that I am the angel that is going to have to find the devil and secure the devil into the abyss for 1,000 years. So I made a movie, Revelations. The whole movie is based on the words of Revelations. And I had a lot of the movie got lost, and the version that I had was such low resolution. The last week I fixed it and I put it together. It's not all high resolution, and it is still, it's a low budget production. But I shot this in Egypt at Mount Sinai. We climbed Mount Sinai to the top. You'll see the scenes and other things. And it's we shot it in Budapest and other places. And just in case you might be into the Book of Revelations, and you want to see my idea of what's going to happen, I made this for you. Revelation movie. If you like it, send me information, or you can subscribe to that site there. Okay.
That's fabulous. Desi, thanks a million. Rita, thanks a million. And everybody, it's always an honor to have all of you here. What a privilege. With huge gratitude. Let's go forth into the next week and just have the most marvelous time and share and send our vibrations out to the world. And as Rita says, we can do it with the quantum devices. We can do it with our own self. Those of you who don't have the devices, do what you're doing anyway. And I love the idea about the 1 hour a day. And so we've got
quality over quantity.
Pardon?
In human relationships, even with yourself, quality time is better than quantity of time.
Yes.
The quality of time that you have with yourself and with your family, quality over quantity. Okay, I'm going to sign off.
And the more is not better. So having less friends, having less people around us is not a mistake. It is just, as Leslie said, quantity.
Quality.
Yeah, so quality, not quantity, because it is important what we let into our heart, what we let into our mind and consciousness, and we should try to surround ourselves with people who actually are on the same path and believe in the same things what we do.
If more was truly better, Miss America would be 500 pounds.
I love that.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. So that was just a fountain of gifts and gorgeous, juicy things to get stuck into. And I just want to spend just this moment saying to you all, if this wasn't enough for you, we're having our infamous Turning Point event tomorrow night, nighttime outside, 7 p.m. South African time, Greenwich Mean Time +1. I'll just show you the poster, and we've got Sister Diptiben joining us, which is just going to be fantastic as well. Let me just see where I put this. I'll just show you the poster. So it's at the same time. It's just taking longer to get there. You know what? I'll just share it from here. Then you'll see. I think you can see that. Can you see that? Can you see the poster? So that's tomorrow, and we will be, let me just get the sharing off. It's that same link that we usually have for the Turning Point. So I have put it on our group, and we really look forward to taking this kind of information to the next level as well, and looking also what we can be doing and into the next 6 months of the year. So that's going to be just gorgeous. And then let me just see what I think Desi's posted something else. Just hold on a second. There might be something else for me to post for you. Nope, that's it. That's all what we have today. Okay, guys, wonderful. See you next week. And text in, send Desi information, give it to me, I'll give it to her if that's the case, and all go well. Okay, bye.